Next to ask questions, Congresswoman Luistro from Batangas.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning to all our esteemed colleagues and of course to all our resource persons. I wish to commend the Honorable Congressman Acop, Chairman Acop, for sharing with us the existence of Provident Fund, which is supposed to be for the scholarship of the dependents of the police personnel and officers. My attention was caught by the fact that it is being utilized for loan of police personnel. I wish to ask our Napolcom, when the purpose of the fund was not addressed and it was used for a secondary purpose, the question is, what violation was committed by PNP?
Vice Chair Kalinisan, for your response, please.
I agree, Mr. Chair, that we really should look into it. It's the first time I actually heard about it, and I'm not comfortable with it. So we will look into it, Mr. Chair, and there might be some violations that we need to look into, Mr. Chair.
I just wish to remind the PNP that even when the fund was utilized for a public purpose, when the very or original purpose of the same was not properly realized, there's a possibility that there's a basis for technical malversation. Does the Napolcom agree?
Yes, Mr. Chair. That's why we will look into it, because that's a possible consequence of what is being discussed right now, which we only heard of for the first time, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Now for my next question. This is for Napolcom as well. Who supervises the pleb?
Theoretically, Mr. Chair, the NAPOLCOM looks into it, the DILG must look into it, and the local government units also looks into it. But in essence, the pleb is an independent body, Mr. Chair. Having been pleb chairman myself before in Quezon City, before I was in NAPOLCOM. So there are just reports that are submitted to these three above mentioned, which is the NAPOLCOM, LGU, and the DILG, Mr. Chair.
The mandate of pleb actually is very, very welcoming for the part of the constituents who have complaints about abusive police personnel. Problem is, no matter how good the program is, if the people are not aware, I don't think that we will be able to realize its mandate. For confirmation only, is pleb part of the structure of the PNP? Yes or no?
It is not, Mr. Chair.
Is it part of the structure of the local government unit? Yes or no?
Arguably, no, Mr. Chair.
Is it a non-governmental organization, should I say?
No, Mr. Chair. It is ordinary people given extraordinary power in law, Mr. Chair.
Nonetheless, sayang naman po ito kung hindi po natin ito ma-implement ng maayos. I wish to believe that it was provided for an intended purpose, and that is to address the complaints of the constituents against the abusive police personnel. If there is no clear guidelines as to who supervises the pleb, which is the first to accommodate the complaints of the ordinary people, I don't think that the people will be empowered against the abusive police personnel. So I hope that this will be one of the matters that the NAPOLCOM will be revisiting, how the pleb or the People's Law Enforcement Board operates in the ground. Ang akin po kasing appreciation dito, para siyang sumbungan ng taong bayan. But if the people are not aware how can there be sumbungan ng taong bayan? I encounter some people who are inquiring, soliciting help. May ihahabla po akong pulis, but they don't know where to go. When actually, there has to be a pleb in every municipality. Tama po ba?
Tama po, Mr. Chair. I totally agree with you.
So for my last question about pleb, how do you inform the public na meron silang pwedeng takbuhan na pleb?
Again, I agree with you totally, Mr. Chair. In fact, sabi ko nga po, ako po ay dati pong chairman and executive officer of the pleb. Ang una ho nating nilaban ho noon, nung tayo po ang hepe ng pleb Quezon City is actually awareness, Mr. Chair. Kasi tama po, kung hindi po alam ng tao na may pleb, may problema ho talaga tayo. So ang battle cry ho namin noon sa Quezon City is, pwede sa pleb. And I'm very happy that our Mayor Joy Belmonte was very supportive of the pleb. Hanggang po ngayon. And yun din po ang problema, ma'am, ng Napolcom. Hindi rin ho alam ng tao yung pong Napolcom. So ang pulis po ng pulis, Napolcom. Pero napagkakamalan pa kaming Napocor, among others. So, buti na nga ako na pag-uusapan ho natin ngayon to, Mr. Chair, kasi hindi lang po pleb ang may problema sa awareness, including the highest disciplinary authority, which is the Napolcom po, Mr. Chair.
So, for the benefit of the watching public, no? Gusto ko yung sinabi ni Napolcom Vice Chair. Pulis ng pulis, no? Actually, you have the same mandate as pleb. So, sana po, ito na yung i-adapt nating slogan. Sa lahat ng nagre-reklamo laban sa mga pulis, please be mindful. Ang pulis ng pulis ay ang pleb up to the National Police Commission. And I hope you can come up also with the proper information campaign. Because otherwise, we will not be able to realize the mandate of pleb and even the Napolcom. Kanina may question din si Chairman Acop about the cases that the Napolcom is handling. May I know the statistics? Ilan po ba ang nafa-file per year? Out of the number filed, ilan po ang resolved as administratively liable at ilan po ang resolved as not administratively liable?
Mr. Chair, we can submit an inventory. Sabihin na lang ho natin po na libo-libo po ang kaso namin ngayon. Nalulunod na ho kami sa kaso.
No, per year.
O nga po,
The question is the number of cases which are being filed per year. For example, in 2024, ilan po ang na-file na kaso? Let us not consider the backlog. The one you were referring earlier na 10 to 12 years na, no? 20 years. Per year, yung mga bagong kaso.
We're checking now, Mr. Chair. Pero if I may, to answer your question indirectly po, we will submit po a list. But we're currently, the Napolcom po is disposing 45 cases a day.
Wait, yung pinag-uusapan natin about the number of cases being filed with the Napolcom, this is under your appellate jurisdiction, right?
Yes and no, ma'am. There are cases under appellate jurisdiction and there are cases which we handle under our regional exclusive jurisdiction, Mr. Chair. So kami po, meron din pong summary dismissal power. We can do motu proprio investigations. Ordinary citizens can also come to us. Kaya rin po kami po talaga ang pulis ng pulis.
So how do you distinguish the cases which are being filed with the Napolcom under its original jurisdiction with those being filed with the Office of the PNP Chief?
If I may, Mr. Chair, let me put it into three bins for simplification. One is the SD cases or the summary dismissal cases. Ito po yung mga kasong kami po mismo ang hawak po na unang kaso ho na kami mo nag-imbestiga o meron pong complainant na pumunta ho sa amin. Yung pong pangalawa, ito po yung mga National Appellate Board cases. Ito po yung mga kaso po na file po kay Chief PNP na we are doing an appeal. Yun naman po mga RAB or Regional Appellate Board cases, ito po yung mga kaso po ng mga pleb na maaari pong na-appeal sa ating pong Regional Appellate Board. So tatlo pong klaseng kaso
And
po
from
yan.
RAB, aakyat sa inyo?
Hindi na po, Madam Chair. Ano na po yun? DILG po ang may hawak po noon. Secretary.
I see. About the original jurisdiction of the Napolcom and the one being handled by the Chief PNP, ibig sabihin ba nito, I think this is the question also of the Honorable Jokno, the complainant can actually choose where to go?
Precisely po, Mr. Chair. Yun din po ang nilaban ho natin by relaxing technicalities po. In fact, nung pong pleb po tayo, we've been trying to relax 2016-002. Nakita ho natin yung problema on the ground. That's why, nung pagsampa ho natin bilang pinuno po ng Napolcom, ang una ho nating utos din, baguhin po ang rules na dapat po yung ordinaryong tao, yung magtataho, yung vendor, yung pong non-educated person can go to the Napolcom or any disciplinary authority of his choice and file a case na hindi ho kailangan ng abogado at kinakailangan ng technical rules of procedure po, Madam Chair.
In your perspective as police ng police, are you agreeable na ang Chief PNP ay nag-a-accept ng administrative cases being filed by the private citizens? This is a hypothetical question.
It's fine, Mr. Chair. It's fine. But of course, we're looking at it from the aspect po of check and balance. It's a choice now of the ordinary citizen. If he wants to go to pleb, if he wants to go to IAS, if he wants to go to the Chief PNP, the regional director of the PNP, or to the Napolcom, or to the mayor even, he can do so. So, ito po yung check and balance mechanism po ng batas na nagsimula po sa check and balance mechanism po ng ating Philippine Constitution po, Mr. Chair.
Well, I commend the measures which are being provided to the ordinary citizens for the purpose of initiating their complaint against police personnel. However, I think there's problem also with respect to communicating the same to the public because the people are not aware. Even myself is not aware na ang dami palang pwedeng takbuhan ng mga tao, no? I just hope that the impartiality is very much secured given the number of avenue that may be considered by ordinary citizens. For my next question about reinstatement, please walk us through. Pag sinabing reinstatement, guilty na, liable na, discharged na. Pero in a number of cases, nakakabalik sila because of reinstatement. Please walk us through. Paano pinoproseso ang reinstatement?
If I may top of head, Mr. Chair, for example po, maybe the Chief PNP has dismissed, maybe the IAS has recommended to the Chief PNP for the dismissal of a particular police officer. And the Chief PNP may accept or reject the recommendation of the IAS. So the Chief PNP would then dismiss the particular police officer. Being immediately executory, ito pong police officer na to maaaring na-dismiss. So aakyat po ito, kung mag-a-appeal po siya, aakyat po sa under the NAB, National Appellate Board, ng Napolcom po, maaari pong i-deliberate po uli yung kaso hong yun, pwede pong i-affirm ho namin yung decision po ng Chief PNP o pwede po nating i-reverse. Kung ma-reverse po, ma-reinstate. Kung dinismiss ho namin, in-affirm po namin ang desisyon ng Chief PNP, pwede po mag-appeal ho uli yung pong aggrieved police officer to the Court of Appeals. Secretary of DILG. So after Secretary of DILG, Court of Appeals, Supreme Court, ang haba ho
How come I encounter some dismissed police personnel? They were dismissed for a long time already, but they keep on seeking for reinstatement. Is this possible? Dismissed for 10 years already and yet they're still seeking for reinstatement. Possible po ba yun?
Posible po kasi nga po, mabagal nga po ang Napolcom noon. I emphasize po noon.
You would like to say na, or tama bang sabihin, the reason why they can still seek for reinstatement in spite of the passage of a long period of time is because the decision has not yet reached its finality?
Yes, ma'am, because it was still under appeal with the Napolcom na natulog nga ho ng napakatagal po yung kaso po noon, Mr. Chair. But like I told you, we are aware of the problem. Kailangan ho natin ngayon ng ipakita na magdidisiplina ho tayo at kailangan mabilis. That's why ito na po ang measures ho natin, Mr. Chair.
Final question on reinstatement. Once the decision reached its finality, no room anymore for reinstatement.
No room po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. For my next question, this is for the PNP. Of course, we respect and acknowledge the prerogative of our president to change the leadership of the Philippine National Police. We say thank you to our former Chief Torre, and we say congratulations and good luck to our new PNP Chief, General Nartates. No? Ang question ko lang, sir, ano pong nangyari dun sa program ni Chief PNP, Dial 911? Because it's becoming popular already to the children. Can you please enlighten us about its implementation, whether the same was successful or otherwise?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the message to the outgoing and the incoming, I will relay that to the chief at the same time to General Torre. As to the program of the 911, the 5 minutes response time, sinustain po ito ni General Nartates. That was a part of his pronouncement yesterday, that we will continue this project and we will sustain in fact he expanded it. Yeah, hindi lang sa 911 but all reports of complaint must be addressed swiftly and accordingly. So yun po ang kanyang instruction.
How about the success rate of Dial 911 from the time that it was launched?
I don't have the specific figures, ma'am, but only a small portion, yun yung mga valid calls. Malalaki pa rin yung mga frank calls. I will submit the exact
Can you
details.
just give us at least a percentage? Out of 100, ilan po ba ang natuwa? And out of 100, ilan po ba ang walang sumagot?
All calls pertaining to police assistance and reports were addressed and attended to, ma'am. Yun lang ang naging issue doon is yung proportion nung prank calls and other.
May mga prank calls.
Yes, ma'am. Malaki pa po. So parang yung
Sana
valid
naman wag
calls
nila
are-
paglaruan itong Dial 911.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sana wag paglaruan
Yes, ma'am.
ng mga tao yung Dial 911.
They have a way of labeling or flagging numbers who call pranks. Kaya they might risk or they will risk of not being accommodated later on kapag ka na-flag sila as prank callers. So yun po
Actually,
ang-
this Dial 911 gives us an impression that the response team is just right in the palm of our hand. Na pag tumawag ka, 911 through your cell phone, all the help will come.
Yes.
Tama po ba? Be it
Correct.
the BFP, the PNP,
even fire.
even the fire.
Yes.
Okay. Basta ito po sa umbrella lang ng DILG. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, ma'am.
Opo. Kaya lang po, ang mensahe po natin today, if you believe that this is successful, sana the new administration will be supporting it strongly. Or if you do not believe that the same is successful, then you can perhaps come up with some new program which will provide immediate response sa atin pong mga kababayan. No?
Yes, ma'am.
I wish you can give us more information about the success rate of this Dial 911.
We will give you we will give you a official response on this, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Next question, Mr. Chair. For BFP, I observed that in my district there are some fire trucks which are old and malfunctioning. Kapag po ang BFP, fire station, ay walang fire truck, para po yung police na walang baril. So, I am appealing to the leadership of the DILG. I hope we can consider as one of the priorities the basic needs of these agencies, no? Sir, sana po pakikumusta nyo ang mga fire stations in Batangas 2nd District, and I hope through you, they will be properly equipped.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we will look into it. We are just only having a 1 billion automatic appropriation on the procurement of fire trucks, and due to limited numbers of procured fire trucks, we prioritize those municipalities without fire station. But at any rate, those municipalities that needs upgrade of the fire truck, we will look into it on Batat is distrito nyo po. Mr. Chair.
Napakahirap po nito, sir. Pag nagkasunog, hindi makakatakbo. Dahil walang fire truck. As I have said, this is like a police officer who is not provided with a handgun or a firearm, no? So, I am appealing to the leadership of the DILG that I hope we can look into this. Tutukan nyo po hindi lang yung walang fire truck. Tutukan nyo din po whether the fire truck are still in their good running condition. Otherwise, display lang yan. Thank you. And for my last question, BJMP, I understand po na meron kayong PDLs who are sentenced already. In the same way that the Bucor has PDLs who are sentenced already. Alam ni Senator Lailan sagot dito. But I do not know really. Ano hong pagkakaiba nung sentensyado na nakakulong sa BJMP with those who are detained in the Bureau of Corrections?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Pagkakaiba po kasi, doon po sa BGMP, kami po yung nagkikater nung mga hindi pa po sentensyado, undergoing trial.
Wait,
Also,
kanina po ay kasama sa report nyo, sentenced already.
yes, ma'am, 13% po on my presentation. Those 13% po, yun po yung mga 3 years and below. Sa amin pa rin po yun. Opo.
Is that in your charter?
Yes, ma'am. 3 years and below.
Kapag ang imprisonment ay 3 years and below, they should be, convicted prisoners should be with the BJNP.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Kasama.
beyond 3 years, they should be with the Bucor.
Yes, ma'am.
Yun lamang po.
Thank you very
Maraming
much.
salamat po for clarifying. Thank you, Mr. Chair.